some more blue. Stock up. Possible it's a just guy deck missing red. Still just blue white. Time for Sauna. Maybe should have patched this in out the deck a little bit. Whale gives us a threat. Stops up again. Could also be the omniscient squall, I suppose. 3 steps ahead of it. They haven't filled their graveyard yet either. Get Lost is gonna get our Sauna. Oh, also could have disrupted our combo. But yeah, that's again the upside of playing an unknown strategy. Our opponents have no clue that they should play around an instant kill. So yeah, this Carnosaur combo deck picked up some nice upgrades within moments, allowing us to interact with the opponent's plane or have a backup
Surely I'm not actually alive yet. That would be crazy. That would be absurd. Awkward. Guess I'll have to edit that out. Anyway, yeah. I talked it over with my brother, and we decided that it's most realistic just to stream when I play Blueprints anyway. Not that anyone is going to be watching per se or be interested, but at least it'll give me a record that I can download and use to make a video eventually. Because obviously there's still a lot of puzzles, still a lot of things to figure out, and I still haven't found all the envelopes, I still haven't, I haven't even drafted every room, so we've still got a lot to figure out. So yeah, anyway, good times, I'm going to keep playing, and yeah, enjoy listening to me ramble if you wish. I just love this music. Okay, so we have a lot of steps today. That means there are a couple of things we could try for. Gambit of the Queen still is in effect. I still would love to reset that, because doing freaking getting the freaking king so I can actually do like a green room draft would be great. But it kind of depends on what outer room we get today. Because I still need to get the drafting studio to keep adding more rooms to my house before I can do the classrooms. I still need the hammer to break down the wall in the greenhouse and the wall in the basement and the wall in excuse me, the wine cellar. And then obviously we still have 4 to 5, depending on whether the Great Alzara was, you know, naysaying or not, 4 or 5 red envelopes to find. Obviously we know that there are safes in the study and in the office, and that's 2 known safes, but I still don't know where the other 2 2 for sure, and maybe 3 safes are. Also, there's still obviously the need to get into room 46 again for real and actually look into it if there is stuff in there. So yeah, I think let's go out and see what we've got. Because if it's the tool shed, then that could be a good reason to try to just get the frickin' oh, why are we dropping bits? Just get the frickin' hammer. But unfortunately, we got 2 not great items. Okay, let's see if I can do something about the bits in the background. I love how YouTube says, oh, look at the widget, where all it does is take you to a place where you can see why things are wrong, but it doesn't actually let you change anything. Okay, are we actually broadcasting properly now? Okay. We'll see how long that stays stable. Sorry about that. Still haven't figured out exactly why my computer decides randomly to completely break down. Though I also don't know why I sometimes just randomly completely break down, so I really can't hold it against it. What have we got? Nook is good. Getting keys early. Pretty good. Big fan of a magnifying glass, even if it's unclear whether it will be helpful. It's one of those nice to have kind of things. West Wing Hall, deal. Man, none of these are good options. We'll go pantry. And a banana is nice. I think we'll go up 1 more here. And a den is probably a good option. We also haven't figured out why there are these markers on the clocks. And from the gift shop, there was a specific time on the clock in the gift shop that said, with an incriminating kind of, this is clearly a puzzle, pay attention text. Oh, and my Discord is pinging. Sorry about that. Anyway. It's all a mess. Life is a mess. And, you know, I mowed the lawn today and it was a very taxing mowing because our lawnmower is absolutely broken. But and I still haven't figured out what the frick is up with these hecking globes. Maybe that's just it. You're supposed to spin them wildly until they fall off the hinges. That's good. And that's the key, so we'll take a free key, yeah. I mean, okay. Yes, you could likely effectively draft a strategy that uses the dead ends if you have the tomb already. That's a fine thing. Excuse me, but yeah. See, I would love to draft nursery, but not right here. Hey, thank you, Luke Maines. You know it's my birthday. Though I feel a little weird. Oh, come on. Ugh, I feel a little weird with people on YouTube knowing it's my birthday. So, you know. Thanks, but also see, that's really interesting, because there has to be one that's false. So I think it's these two are false, and this is true, and that means that they're in here. Yeah. In case you missed the last stream, Luke, I did reach room 46 yesterday in a fantastic series of extremely lucky events. This is awful. This is just terrible. I'm just going to draft the nursery here, because then at least I can be getting more steps when I hopefully can draft stuff up in this corner. It's going to be so funny if I just don't get anywhere, though. Anyway, has Dean like completely beaten the game at this point? Has he solved every puzzle, climbed every mountain? I just, because like there's so little that you can interact with. I just need, on some level, I need there to be a reason to interact with everything. And here we are in this room again at the right time. Desperately clicking on things, trying to get things to change, trying for something to happen at 9:15. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. And this is just the worst. This is just the worst. Trying to ruin my day 27. I just wanted to have a good time streaming blueprints. Is that too much to ask? Anyway, we'll go up one more. That's just because it's a free key, essentially. I could go for the guest bedroom here and try to get back up at some point. Or I could go for the courtyard, and that could be okay, because that might get me a shovel. I think I'm gonna go for the guest bedroom, just because I'm already, like, pushing it a little in terms of steps. And I don't know. I like the guest bedroom. It was one of the first rooms I drafted and like really had fun exploring through. And I just hate that the cross one gives you so many of these the red rooms, and they're just bad. So I don't want the weight room yet. I'm way too early to want the archives, so I'm just going to take the passageway and hate myself. This is so bad. This is so bad. Observatory. I still need the study. I could draft the office now and try to get the study, and then just go undo the Queen's Gambit. Or I could get the closet, try to get something there, but so another OBS issue. It just hasn't, the docs changed in a way that I don't like, and I haven't bothered to figure out how to unchange it. I really don't want to drop the furnace here. But there's also part of me that's like, okay, should I just drop the furnace here and get a bunch of red rooms and get them out of the way? Some of them are dead ends, but it's not all of them. And maybe this would be a good place to put the furnace, because later I'll get the freezer or something. I mean, maybe it's just suicide, but I'm gonna be stupid and do that. Security's probably okay to stick here, but also I could just do the archives. Again, it will likely end in absolute tragedy, but I could do the archives. Oh, that's so not what I wanted to do. I hate that certain buttons are select things. Why is my cursor a hand? I mean, the rotunda here is probably pretty okay. Though obviously that's all of my gems. Again, the dark room is just gonna end my run if I do it, because it always does. Because that could be the rotunda again, or it could be the vault, and that could end my run. And then obviously, if they're red rooms, the number of the red rooms that could end my run here is pretty high. Okay. Not run ending, but unfortunate at least. I guess it is partially a bedroom. It's still weird. I don't know how much that one spot is gonna matter in terms of drafting. Because I could do the archives here, or I could not. Whatever. My beloved. Big fan of the drawing room. East Wing Hall could also be good. Drawing room is probably the safest bet. Hedge the bet. Because being able to redraw floor plans is good, but I think I'm going to go for the East Wing Hall. Because if I can get the drawing room in the next chunk, that's even better. Both of these are okay. Billiard room could give me a key card. But I think we're just going to go boudoir and get another gem. This is like the perfect spot for the rotunda, though. I don't like using all of my gems, but hard to get a better spot for the rotunda. Shame. Okay, volume 4. Tools of the trade. In the world of drafting, the tools an architect wields are crucial in shaping their vision and bringing their designs to life. The precision, elegance, and functionality of these instruments can have a profound effect on the drafting process and the final outcome of your project. That's why it's very important to choose the right tools to complement your drafting techniques. In this issue of drafting strategy, we'll dive into the vast realm of inventory, bringing to light the many hidden tools of the trade that can enhance your favorite strategies and elevate your architectural ambitions to unprecedented heights. From classic compasses and T-squares to state-of-the-art software upgrades, the variety of drafting tools available to architects today is staggering. As we navigate this diverse landscape, regardless of whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to refine your toolkit or a budding draftsman and searching for a basic set of instruments, the following articles will provide invaluable insights and guidance for architects of all levels. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I don't know whether I have no evidence for whether this is true or not. I worked for a company where my job was to write articles with AI, and so many of the phrases in particularly these drafting volume strategies sound AI written. I don't want to cast aspersions on blindly and say, oh, this is the case definitively, but every time I read one of these books, it's like, okay, this feels like it's AI written. So I don't know. It's most of the writing in the game is good, especially the letters are all really good. But like some of the books just have that feeling of AI writing, and so I don't know. Like one of the common phrases that I always saw was whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to X or a something novice phrase to looking for something else, this will be helpful. And like the phrase up here from Classic Compass, like a list of things, it's like, oh, this is, yeah. So I don't know. It gives the vibe. Whether or not it's the case, it's unclear. And I'm not trying to cast any blame or shame or as well. AI writing is not good, to say the least. So maybe a little shame, but I'm not trying to accuse as much as I am just observing that that is what it feels like at times. Okay. Gems. You can't have a conversation about drafting items without starting with gems. These valuable stones allow architects to draft special floor plans because reasons. Because clearly you need to have gems to get into the garden. Why not? Anyway, stopwatch. A more short-term, very short-term alternative to paying gem costs is utilizing a stopwatch to bypass any gem costs you encounter during a frantic 1-minute drafting dash. Sorry? That's cool. I've never seen that. Emerald bracelet, I have seen that. If you're wealthy enough to purchase it from the showroom, this very high-end luxury item removes the gem costs of special floor plans altogether. Repellent spray, but why remove gem costs when you can just remove the whole room? Repellent spray can free you of that annoying floor plan for up to a week. That's cool. Ivory dice, let you reroll. Brass compass, if a room has another exit, it will have a high chance to lead north. Silver key, the orientation of floor plans matters a lot less when rooms have tons of doors. Silver key all but guarantees your draft will result in a room with enough doors to ensure they lead where you want them to go. Gear wrench, the first item that can adjust the rarity of floor plans in the draft pool. Although it only works on mechanical rooms, it's a useful tool for customizing your experience. Ornate compass, another item from the luxury showroom and likely the most useful drafting tool on this list. Ornate compass allows you to rotate floor plans as you draft them, allowing you to position doors to your advantage. That'd be great to just have all the time, please. Thank you. Glue, grease, and guts. Crafted from the depths of resourcefulness and innovation, contraptions are makeshift creations born from the fusion of two or more distinct tools. Those soldering, taping, and liberal amounts of hot glue. Through soldering, taping, and a liberal amount of hot glue, inventors can use the workbench found in the workshop to bring together disparate elements to forge something far greater than the sum of its parts. Blind experimentation is often the most rewarding avenue for true innovators, but for those crafters who need a bit of inspiration or guidance, we've included a list of common contraption components to kickstart your creative journey. Yeah. I knew about most of these, but it's still good too. Now, just gonna add this to my drafting room thing. It's about time for an upgrade. Perhaps the most exciting item an architect can come across is an upgrade disk. This floppy data disk houses a wellspring of unique architectural plans designed explicitly for a specific room. By inserting this disk into a computer terminal, architects gain the ability to shape the destiny of a room, guided by the enticing designs contained upon the disk. This myriad of options not only allows architects to craft floor plans that align with their preferred strategies, but also enables them to adapt their creations to evolving project requirements. Furthermore, the upgrade disk's array of plans ensures that no two architects will follow the same path, fostering a landscape of diverse architectural designs. I dearly regret the courtyard choice when I could have had just the net gain of gems. That would have been a lot nicer, and that would have gotten me a lot farther than... It could have been bacon and eggs. I haven't been to the morning room. It could be a meaningful 16 total discs, huh? Anyway. And 10 coins is not insignificant for a storeroom upgrade. Tooltips, tricks for itemized item, hot, bold, success. Stringing together adjoining hallways has always been the most straightforward strategy when using a hall pass. Drafting floor plans like tunnel and secret passages are easy ways to set up longer chains of hallways. You can adjust the settings in the terminal located in security to make security doors more or less common. If you found a keycard, it's worth changing the settings to high, and if you haven't, you may want to set them to low. Find a faucet with running water to fill the watering can, so that's why you want to put the lavatory or the kitchen. Most green rooms can only be drafted along the edges of the house, and Secret Garden is no exception. You use this key on any locked door leading to one of these room positions. If you come across any fancy ruby socketed candlesticks, you may want to take note in case you can find an item that can produce a flame. These specific candlesticks contain mechanical triggers that are tripped when the candle is lit. Hello, Chapel. I I have been desperate for a way to lower the altar or lower the thing behind the altar to get something else out of the chapel. So I am very happy that that is actually the case. But I would just need to get an item that actually lights things on fire. Tools are cool, but they are only as good as the architect who harnesses their capabilities. As you finish reading this issue of Draft and Strategy, I want you to open up your menu and look at your inventory. Take a moment to look at each item and contemplate the true potential they all hold. The same potential you see there is the same potential that resides within yourself. For it is not the tools themselves that will sculpt the grand sculptures and monuments of tomorrow, but the deft hands and brilliant minds of architects like you. And now, a word from our sponsor. Anyway. Cool. Cool. Good to learn things. It's always nice to learn things. Laboratory could be good. And it gives an avenue over there. I kind of just want to put this random archive floor plan because it doesn't cost gems, but... Okay, that sucks because it cuts off that side of the house, but the bedroom does give me more steps. Okay, I mean, it's the study, so we can go undo the Queen's Gambit, and that's probably good enough for today. Oh, but I need the office too. Shoot. I need both. But there's a gem. That helps. Because I haven't found another king anywhere. Obviously, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but maybe in the master bedroom there would be another king. That would make sense. And we're just going to click it again to save the time now in case we have to backtrack. This is awful. This is awful. I'm so sick of finding the car keys. And of course it's turned that way. Oh well. I'm sorry. What does that mean? The square root? But 18 isn't a square of anything. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, the square root is the only thing that comes to mind is, like, the opposite of squaring, assuming that since the blue square is, you know, squaring it, the blue is positive, it's plus adding the thing, then the minusing the thing would be dividing it by that number instead. But since I'm assuming they don't want fractionals, having out an 18 means it's probably not correct. Unless they want me to subtract the 18 squared from 20, which I don't think is the case. This is boring, but I don't want to look it up, and I don't necessarily want to be told what it is. But if I can find out what the solution is, then I can know better how to approach the question. Okay, so the answer is 4. So how do we get to 4 from there? Is it 20 minus 18 and then the square of that solution? So 13 minus 10 and then the square of that? Okay, there you go. Oh, and that's so useless. That makes me genuinely angry to give me the secret garden key when I can't use it. Man, you're a real piece of work, Blueprint. A real stand-up guy. Because the Great Hall opens the right side door. I can't get the greenhouse anywhere, so it's just a bum day, but I have so many steps left, I'm probably gonna go down and just see if I can, brute force the frickin'... Still don't know what this is. I have a picture. Brute force, see if there are any kings in rooms I've drafted that I've just not seen. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's actually even more aggravating, but whatever. The masculine urge to play base or basketball in a gym every time you enter. Best check-in. There is part of me that wonders if turning off the flames will put this elevator in a different location. Like if it doesn't have all the same, will it take me lower and let me go down further to those spots or whatever? Alas, still stuck with the stupid Queen's Gambit. I can see how it's functional, but like being able to select a type of room to get more off it would definitely help me solve a lot more things when I could do consistent green room runs or shop runs or whatever else. I also want to know what's in the armory, among other things. We're still consistently dropping frames, because why wouldn't we? So the confirmation that there is an item that will start fires makes me think that maybe eventually I will actually get to navigate this darkened corridor. I mean, the time on the clock is 1:30 in the postcard. So I mean, I think I think we've missed that time because that looks like 2:30 or 2:15. Anyway. Bogus day. I was shamed and depressed and sad. And we press on. Back to the nerd game, indeed. That is correct, Forrest. Never will I ever stop playing nerd games. There is an anxious part of me that is just wondering whether my computer is reacting poorly to the heat, and that's why it keeps dropping frames so drastically. It's possible that the setting that I did was undone. I'll have to go back and check that, just to see if Windows is indeed screwing over my computer's ability to deal with OBS. Because it keeps refreshing the connection that OBS has to YouTube, on my end at least. So it makes me so angry. The only YouTube or the only internet pages I have open are YouTube and my Google Doc. I'm your favorite streamer? That's heartwarming. Okay, that's good to know that it's just absolute garbage and that the stream is... It's good to have these kinds of streams where you learn that these things are happening, right? I'm planning to try to stream Into the Radius on Wednesday, and that is more resource intensive than this, and so it'll be good to take a chance to figure out what's going on before doing that stream. Sure, let's go to the shrine. Make an offering. The High Roller. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's see what we can do today. I mean, early gems is pretty good, assuming obviously that I can figure out the puzzle. So this can't be false. Well, no. If it is false, then both of the other boxes are true. And that can't work because then there are... only, because there's I got to be only one or only one. But this is false. This is true, and this is true. Then the gems are in the only box with a false statement, and they'd be in here. If this is false, and this is true, and this is true, that can't work. So I think it is false, true, true. And then they're in here. Hey. Take a drawing room. I'm gonna take a closet here. Or we can re-roll and try to get the nursery, which is the best thing to put in this corner. Let's do the storeroom. Let's get more resources. Man, I hate seeing all the bits dropping. It gives me so much anxiety. I haven't had a Windows update recent. Maybe I have. I don't think I've had a Windows update recently, so I can't imagine that Windows just up and decided to screw things up. Light of the Queen, March of the Count, Follow the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. I don't see anyone on the family tree that looks like this. And so, because this is the one that doesn't have a bust in the foyer. I don't know. I don't know, fam. Interesting that the pool security camera says that it's full, even though it should be empty. I haven't been in that room. I haven't been in the vault. There's something written on that clock that I can't see. There's a knight in this room. Okay, that's worth noting. Storage, spare room, walk-in closet, archives, nook. I haven't been to there. I think that's probably a gallery or something. Nursery, corridor, nook twice, music room, vault twice, library, wine cellar. Okay. Yeah, anyway. I was hoping for a shovel here. Okay, so this is probably the puzzle room that Hegelian shitposting mentioned last night when we were chatting. Oh, so are we trying to name the pictures or name the paintings? Is that it? Okay. little on the nose for a name, but I'm assuming that there is a clear solution that when you solve it correctly, it makes it very clear what it is. It tells you you're correct. A really long name. I sincerely hope that there are good answers to these things, because what the So there's very, and that looks like a wine bottle and a wine glass, and there's the famous phrase "in vino veritas." But I don't know what genu is supposed to mean. If it's genus, then that'd be the family. And in the family of wine, you have like grape, maybe other kinds of berries that are juices that are made into wine. The actual objective that looks like a sunrise, and so it could just, I mean, let's see if that's an option. Doesn't look like it. And a field of eyeballs too, like they're all looking in different directions. These legs look kind of like piano legs. It could just be like a table, coffee table legs, but yeah. Be too easy if it was just the actual phrase. You've gotten two, did you just solve it for a different one? Just taking quick pictures of all of them. Yeah. I don't know if Catholicism exists in Peniries now. So the two wagons are mirrored, except for the P. They have a rose, a stop sign, an apple, and a fire hydrant, which are all traditionally red objects. They're flying. Well, yeah, the clouds aren't mirrored, sure. Sure, sure. You've solved it. You don't know if it matters. I mean, I don't disagree. It seems like the theme of this one is a lot more obvious. At least, like, objects are supposed to be read in this picture. Oh, you didn't solve the clouds one, or you mean the shackles one? Is I thought you were. I don't know how long the delay is. I thought you were talking about this one rather than this one. I don't know what this is. It could be a speaker of some kind. It doesn't shape like one. It could be a floodlight, and it could be like shining on the words. Again, I don't know what you're right what I'm right about here. I haven't seen an actual pair of handcuffs in a long time. I don't know if they have that bar there. I thought they were pretty much. I mean, it would make sense if they had the bar because it's a lot more secure than having the fake toy handcuffs that I've had in my life. The trail from the hand looks like a comet trail. I mean, if it's a 5-letter word, we can try. There's no L. It's not trail. I hate this interface so much. Excuse me. So I have something I need to go to at 6:30, and I have about an hour until then. So I think I'm just going to keep drafting for a bit, keep playing, and have these at the back of my head. And if I run out of things to do in the house, then I'll come back and keep trying to solve until I need to go. But I'm very mentally fatigued, and so I'm not confident in my ability to all of these are bad. All of these are bad. Confident in my ability to solve them. Observatory is okay, I think. Apple's good, slice is good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, buddy. Let's do that. Let's check out the last drafting strategy digest that I have access to. all of these could be really good. I'm nowhere near having the money for the showroom. Bookshop doesn't end the route. I also just want to see. I haven't been to the wine cellar in a long time. I want to draft the showroom just so I can buy everything if I get lucky, but I don't think I would get lucky, and I don't think I would need to go to the showroom if I don't get lucky. But I'll... All of these are bad too. Yeah, I forgot about the blessing, if I'm being honest. I don't need the extra steps yet, so I think I'm just, well, the hallway could open things back up. The hallway. Spreading gems in green rooms could be good. At least it would give me 3 gems, which is a good amount. And I'm going to need to go back up through the green room at some point. At the moment, that's the yeah. I could also just get the closet and maybe get the sledgehammer from the closet. Well, it's not likely, but I don't like the chapel because yeah, money. I could redraw. I don't want the... There are rooms I don't want here. Not bad. I mean, locksmith could be good. I could get the secret garden key. Just go for it, because I don't want to draft either of those red rooms. I have to sit here and listen to the music, otherwise it doesn't give me the key. It's so annoying. Lame. Okay, let's go back to the green room. Yeah, it'll be really good if I had good with the shops thing that I have. The king's option to increase the number of yellow rooms that I get in a day, you know? Instead, I have the Gambit of the Queen. Wow. Wow. All these are actually okay. To the pool. Wow, that's aggravating. So swim trunks don't actually do things for, or do the swim trunks make these appear? Because it said make sure you have keys when I bought them. That's interesting. It's an interesting question. Locked. The boiler room takes gems. But the things I can buy in here. That's so funny that the silver spoon is a thing, and it's interesting that it's not the same items every time. I had honestly assumed that it would be items every time, the same items every time. Let's go down and draft the East Wing Hall first. I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. I've been wanting this room for so long. For so long. Cool. Cool. That's fine. It's all fine. I'm fine. Pillage box doesn't really help me. Gymnasium is probably fine because I'm flush with steps today. One of the only days I'm ever not afraid of running out of steps. I don't hate just taking the sauna here. I could take the billiard room. It might give me a key card. Or it would just give me more keys. I think I'll just take the keys. Hopefully keys. Whatever. A 9. They call it a 9. What does that mean? What does that mean? Anyway. Oh look, oh look, a key that I can't use on this side of the house anymore. Not a key card, mind you. That would actually help me, you know. Life's good, man. Life is grand. Is it? So the compass isn't gonna help me much anymore. Bracelet, same deal. It's probably best just to buy the moon pendant and move on. I don't know whether it's fixed somehow, but I have consistently gotten 2 gems in this room for the last like 4 times I've drafted it, which has been very helpful. I mean, that would make sense because, you know, they're swimming trunks. Of course, they're both locked. I'm gonna open this door and see if I can get to the secret garden. Because I haven't been here, and there's supposed to be a lever here, and spread fruit through the house, you say? That looks breakable. So, I mean, if I can only move 2 of them, then that's not a very hard puzzle just to brute force, right? Yeah, I mean, I was assuming that they were both going to be locked, because of course they would be. Shocker. But then the question is that the only secret in the secret garden? I'm gonna bet breaking down this wall lets us turn the third thing, and then we need to turn them all towards where the swan is facing, and then that will open some doorway here. That's my bet. I don't have the power hammer, so I can't do anything with that bet, but that's my wager. We have power through here. We have power through here, and we got the pump room, and it connects to the antechamber. Holy shoot. Just checking to see if there's any fruit in this disgusting cesspit of a room. Oh no, it all got gathered to the conference room. Look at them apples. What about them apples? And the apples are extra tasty today because of the... That's... I mean, we can go to room 46 again, I think, because I just opened the secret garden antechamber. And we're just gonna go in here and grab the key. I'm also curious what it means. To continue up, you must go down. Does that mean that it's upstairs through room 46? Again, we haven't gone in the room yet. We've only seen the cutscene that played. Time is short. Anyway, okay, so fountain goes to here. There's not much room in the reserve tank, unfortunately, but... So I will have to fill up the pool again, which is a bit of a shame, but I mean, having easy access to the lever is probably better, depending on what's in room 46 that I might actually need. So we're gonna do it today, and then we can always just fix it later. Pool is this one. To have it go down. To put water into the pool. Obviously, we are going to need to put the boat back across the river in the reservoir. But I think we have enough steps for that, so... Because with the well emptied, then we should be able to go down through the basement, open room 46, cross the fountain, and then come back up and go back up to the house. And we have the running shoes, so hopefully we'll have the steps to do all of that. Because I don't have any more keys, and most of these rooms were all locked, so we can go, no, because it's a key card. Yeah, so let's just go. I think we just go explore room 46 again and buy the moon pendant on our way down, because I didn't roll enough to. So I think this is locked, and the basement key doesn't do it, so that's kind of embarrassing then, because I have 4, each one gives 5. I could have bought something else, but I couldn't have kept it too, so I'm not too beat up, I guess. I'll just take the moon pendant. I could buy more keys. I could go over to the locksmith and buy more keys. It's a bit of a long trip, though. I think I can make that decision after I go. I'd see how many steps I have ex post facto, because I'll need to go back up here to get into it anyway, so we'll do that afterward. Straight through, and then right, left, right. I don't know if the running shoes matter if you stop. They always seem to activate more if I don't stop. I wonder if it's theoretically possible with the running shoes and the bedroom to get unlimited steps. Just by virtue of going in and out, banking on the running shoes to eventually trigger one time that you go in and out. That would be interesting to see. Oh, I didn't need the key? Or did it just not make me select it this time? Okay, so it does take the basement key to get up through here anyway. But maybe it only takes the first time. I don't need the coins, I don't think. Okay, so I only have 4 dice. I can buy a 3-key set for 12 coins. I re-roll, I get 20 coins. If I draft another shop room somewhere along the line, then I could get more more re-rolls and therefore get more money. I am afraid that the moon pendant is just going to keep the basement key, which might not be the most useful thing. I have 5 coins, 6 coins in the well. I don't think I'm going to take the money from the well. Where did the house go? Is that a bug or a feature? Where did the house go? Excuse me? Waiting for the frames to catch up, hopefully, to make sure that this gets logged on. I guess I can just save it from Steam, but it won't have the audio. Where did the house go? It triggered the one time, but I'm guessing it's not going to trigger again. Sledgehammer for sale. The maid's chamber counts as a bedroom, so I'm going to take that and get some extra steps because I have to draft Gambit of the Queen. much perfect, right? Obviously, I'm still down enough coins that I can't buy anything, but that's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't have enough. I'm just gonna go to room 46 again. Not risk it. A sanctum key. First key found here on the furthest rank. The second locked tight in the vault of a bank. The third is high up among all the clocks, and fourth down below beneath all the docks. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne, the sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late, and the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Okay. I love that, first of all. Hey, look, it's probably me. There are clocks. They seem to have stopped. 8 realms in 8 months. Okay, so that's a solution I don't have. But that looks like the globe spread out. Take another picture of that for future reference. Marigold bust is missing. And here, some of the items that are in that picture. No stop sign, no fire hydrant. The former ruby crown of Arinda Ares, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain 1 and redraw floor plans. That's really good. I hope that my moon pendant carries that instead of the basement key or the sanctum key. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters, 8 payments, 100 gold, instructions to follow. Aw, that's some deep lore. Who made the bust? When did Simon sit and pose for a bust? So Jones added the music and the spade from the original combination of Sinclair and Epson. Though Epson had the spades. Anyway. Good times. That's basically all the time that I have to play. I don't think I can make it back down to the gallery. Did I take a picture of that? Yes, good. So maybe there are 12 major keys, and they just count as these 8 keys needed also count as major keys, and the music room is going to be one of the only ways to get that last major key. Oh. I am going to download this stream from Steam, just because it doesn't seem like it's likely to be saved by YouTube, and I'll lose the audio, but that's fine. Lose my audio, I mean. It'll have the game audio, but... Anyway. Cool. Cool. Good times. I'm sorry that the stream was so choppy and bad and poorly rendered, and I'm freaking sick of YouTube and OBS screwing me over. I'll look into it and see if there's a reason for it. I am planning to stream tomorrow. I'll have news by then if I will be able to get a Switch 2.